Hello. Good morning. Actually, it's a glorious morning here in Chicago. I'm Anant Deoras with At Properties. And actually, what I wanted to do today is go through in depth how to search properties on my website. As you can see here, the website URL up here with the cursor, Anant Deoras, Chicago, re.com, and there's the spelling. Several advantages of using the website. Every 5 to 10 minutes, new properties hit the market in the neighborhoods of your choice. The experience, ultra fast. The customization, if you're using majority of people that are starting the process, they could be, 6 to 12 months out. Typically using Zillow.com, Realtor.com, maybe Redfin, and those sites may not have the newest listings immediately available. There could be a lag. So my information is pulling directly from the MLS. So in subsequent live videos, I'll go through a couple of the other sections of my site, but let's go ahead and dive in here. When you log in, there's this little person here, and actually on your mobile browser, I'm using my laptop. It's in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to click. And actually, I created an account. Mine made-up name is Joe Smith. I always wanted to be a Joe Smith, right? So typically, your login is going to be your email of choice, and your phone number will be your cell phone, okay? In this case, this is my cell number. And we're logged in, okay? Now, for this dummy account, I, of course, created some searches, but we're going to go ahead and create a new search. One of the final benefits of my site is, again, the customization. I have all these search fields. You may have a general search when you're starting out, but as you're looking, particularly with condos, you may want a particular elementary school. You may not want to spend anything more than $4,000. I have it actually all filtered out up to $15,000, okay? And any field that's not in this custom search, if you need any assistance, please let me know. I can have my support team add it to these data fields. Pets, obviously, right? There are fur babies, so you can add in pet information, okay? Yes or no. There is weight limit even, really granular. And that's a great thing about my site. You can really dive deep if you want to. Of course, parking may be important to you. Garage, you can do spaces. So go ahead and kind of play around with this. And obviously, of course, any questions at all, you can get a hold of me. I'm going to post my contact information once the live video is done. So every neighborhood in the city, all the major communities in the city of Chicago and Chicagoland. I primarily work in the city, but I have many reliable, experienced suburban partners. I handle Chicagoland, including the suburbs, on a case-by-case basis. If I can assist you, I can put you in contact with an excellent partner. So reach out to me for that. So let's do a couple of examples here. My old haunt was, I was a 16-year resident in Wicker Park. So let's go ahead and select Wicker Park. Okay. And we're going to do all properties between 300,000 and 500,000. All right. And I want to see 2 beds, 2 baths. Okay. Obviously, we can always change, year built. The style here is great. You can pick if you want only duplexes, or lofts. You can also select that. So, but for purposes of this live demonstration, let's go ahead and do those filters, and let's see what pops up. Okay. So there you go. 10 properties. Okay. Here are the properties. And you're going to notice here, folks, the status. This is very important as you're looking at properties. Active, of course, means it is available at this time. The system is dynamic. It could always change if the seller is negotiating a deal with the buyer. That could change later in the day to contingent. Active. So in this situation, all of these are active. Okay. So let's go ahead and click on 1320 North Walcott. This status where I'm circling, it says status and active. It's either going to say active, new. Those are the two fields where the property is available, or it may say contingent. So place close attention to this field. And of course, if you're working with me, you're a prospective buyer, and you had any questions, I can obviously look that up for you. I'm happy to do that. But just, we don't want a situation where you get excited that property, it's in that area that you like, and you didn't look at the status and it's not available. So that's the best way right there for you to determine if it's available or not, the status of the property. So property description, and of course I have all of this information here, good information to know, stories, sizes. And you got to remember with all MLS, unfortunately sometimes it's garbage in, garbage out. It's really dependent on that particular agent, that listing agent, putting accurate information. So I would not put it this way, I would take the square footage with a grain of salt. It's always an approximation, all right? Unless they've actually had it laser measured, with not a lot of listings. I do that for my listings. I hire a third party to do laser measured floor plans, but that's not the case with every single deal. But it's good information to have. So, and then you're going to notice here, excuse me, any questions you have, I have my contact information here. You can actually contact me right here. Your information populates, write your question, and I get a notification. Okay. Anytime. So if you have any questions, of course, do that. And if you actually wanted to schedule a showing, you can go ahead and schedule it, and I would get a notification. It's a great system. As you're going through, what I do recommend, if you like a particular property, and let's say you're not quite yet there to seeing properties, the great thing is there's this heart icon here. You can click. I'm not going to click on this because this is actually my dummy account. But you can click on this favorites here, and I will get a notification that you like that. So when I get 3 or 4 of those, once we schedule a time to discuss, those 3 or 4, I can go ahead, depending on kind of where you're at in the process. If you're really motivated and you want to go out and see properties, of course, I can get that information and quickly schedule the appointments and then get you out and we can see some great properties. So there's also a button up here. The same schedule button is also up here. You can also request information. Again, very similar to the contact us form, and I can promptly answer any of your questions. Okay. So right here, when you first basically sign up, this is actually this is a dummy account that's already been created. But when you first sign up and you create your account, remember, you create your account with your email and your cell phone number. You will get a welcome email. And in essence, a welcome email will basically have your information. It'll explain how the website works, and it will give you a link. So basically, if you go into save searches, the great thing here is you can, what I'm circling here, you can schedule the notifications to receive any new listing daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. or never, okay? And at any time at all, you can delete and create new. The market report in a subsequent Facebook Live, I'll kind of go through the market report. But for the here now, I want to kind of focus more on buyers. So, and of course, here's a couple that I created. If you don't want to look, let's say you don't want to look at condos and you just want to look at single family homes, you can actually click off the condo, select homes. You can look at townhomes. You can look at land. And this multi-res here is for your 2 and 3 flats, your multi-family properties. The one thing there is if you're only looking for 2 flats, folks, go ahead and create the search. And if you have interest, favorite the property, and then I'll follow up with you and let you know if that's actually indeed a 2 flat. It could be a 3 flat. It could be a 4 flat. It's a little bit confusing. Contact me. It's kind of where I'm there. I'm there to help you and let you know that we're looking at the proper properties. But at least you can get a search set up in the neighborhood. And of course, you can set the filters any way you want. So that was a really quick kind of overview of my website at Anant Deoras, ChicagoRE.com. If you got any questions at all, I'm going to post my contact information. You don't even have to contact me. If you want to go to my site and start searching, search away. I promise I won't bug you unless you need my assistance. And of course, as you can see here in the refined search, if you've got an MLS number that you need, you can actually search by MLS number. I've got sold data in here. Again, because I'm going to explain more of that when I do the market report walkthrough. Really great information. It's very comprehensive. I love my site, and my current contacts and friends and families that view my website have really given me some positive feedback. So search away. Any questions at all, get a hold of me. Have a great day, guys. Take care.